Hello everyone. I would just like to express my thoughts, my sentiments regarding the breaking news that Philippines suspends deployment of health workers abroad to fight COVID-19. The ban aims to prioritize human resource allocation for the national healthcare system at the time of the national state of emergency. This is said in a memorandum by the Philippine Overseas Employment Administration Governing Board, Resolution Number 09, Series of 2020, dated April 2, 2020. Relative to the resolution, the Bureau of Immigration released a memorandum dated April 9, 2020 to advise all immigration officers that the deployment of healthcare workers is temporarily suspended until the duration of the national state of emergency. The following occupations are included in the said suspension: medical doctor or physician, nurse, microbiologist, molecular biologist, medical technologist, clinical analyst, respiratory therapist, pharmacist, laboratory technician, X-ray or radiologic technician, nursing attendant or nursing aide, operators of medical equipment, supervisor of health services and personal care, repairman of medical or hospital equipment. I am empathizing with my fellow OFWs and all others who are ready to be deployed. I feel for them. It is very frustrating that they were not granted the permission to leave the country. Yung iba sa kanila, first time na umalis ng bansa dahil may offer of employment from other countries. Yung iba naman ay nagbakasyon lang to be with their families, not knowing na ganito ang mangyayari. Nobody is prepared for this pandemic. No one expected this to happen. While I'm reading through this, bumalik yung frustrations ko. I am a nurse in the Philippines. I tried to fight. I fought so hard for a position I was never given. I got rejected 12 times. I was even rejected during my first application because wala akong experience. Who will give us the experience? How can we gain experience if you will not hire us? So ayun, kailangan kong mag-volunteer para ma-employ. But I also have to have an income because I have my family. I have my kids. Thank you to Saitel for allowing me to work during the day. They give me a fixed schedule. So I was a call center agent during the night from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and a volunteer nurse at Pine City Doctors Hospital from 7 a.m. to 6 or to 3 p.m. That was the routine that I have to go through. Here comes my second application. I was rejected again because I should have rendered daw my volunteer service to any hospital governed or operated by the province of Benguet. I cried. I even pleaded to the provincial human resource officer to at least accept my application and give me the chance to go through the process of being interviewed. Alam niyo yung feeling na alam mo namang hindi ka makukuha, pero at least man lang sana ibigay sa'yo yung chance to present yourself for them to see your qualifications. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth to 12 application, I was rejected, and that was so painful for me. With a heavy heart, I have to accept the rejections. With a heavy heart, I accepted the rejections. Tama na ang isang dosenang rejections. So I tried my luck abroad. And fortunately, for my first application, I got employed. Sadly, sa atin kasi, some, I'm not saying all, but some got their position. Some got employed because of palakasan system. It is not what you know, but whom you know. I understand that rank and power has its own privilege, but please do not make it too obvious. Kasi nakakasakit. Paano naman kaming wala sa power? Wala sa posisyon? Well, anyway, going back. Tapos ngayon, you will ban people from leaving the country? They also have life. Who will pay for their rent? Who will pay for their bills? Who will support their families na umaasa sa kanila? They also have commitments. They have responsibilities. They also have contracts. Who will explain this temporary deployment suspension order to their employers? Their employers are waiting for them and are expecting them to report to work, but they cannot because you banned them? How come? Why? Because you need manpower? Because you need their services? Willing naman silang tumulong kung may prior coordination sana. Willing din silang mag-obey if it is well communicated to them. Pero hindi eh. It was a sudden, ura-uradang desisyon. One more thing. Sino ang magbabayad ng rebooking nila? Sino ang magbabayad ng tickets nila? Naubos na ang paid leaves nila to spend time with their loved ones. Now, they will no longer receive pay since they cannot go back to work. May babalikan pa kaya silang trabaho? Will their employers still take them once the national state of emergency is lifted? Who will shoulder these responsibilities? Maraming tanong. May sagot po ba? They are confident na makakaalis sila ng bansa and some of them are galing pa sa malayong lugar. Paano sila makakauwi? Paano sila makakabalik sa lugar nila? Walang public transport. I hope that you understand. I hope that they be given the utmost consideration that they needed. Maraming skilled and competent healthcare workers ang wala pang trabaho like nurses. Why don't you employ them? Why don't you hire them instead of banning these healthcare workers going abroad? I am sure yung mga unemployed professionals na yan, gustong-gusto nilang tumulong and to render care and services. Marami pa ring volunteers sa mga hospitals. Why don't you take this opportunity to value the people who are still there? Why don't you give importance to the manpower that you still have? Give them chance while you still have them. Because once they're gone, they're gone. Sana po, huwag niyo na pong harangin ang mga healthcare workers na may offer of employment abroad. They already have contracts and commitments. Prioritize that human resource allocation to those unemployed. Give the job to them. I understand that there's a lot on everyone's plate right now, but I still trust that the ones in power will do what is right and just for everyone. Let me quote what Mr. Teddy Locsin Jr. said on Twitter. We do not send our nurses abroad. Our nurses are not ours. We, especially we fucking public officials, do not deserve to call them ours. We never help them. They have had to flee our fucking country for lands that value them. So, to my dear Philippines, are we also valuable to you?